Mark and I had this conversation in the off season. We discussed a number of scenarios that might leave us a little bit short at running back. A number of scenarios in which we could have a lot of good players at wide receiver. We talked about a lot of different things. He's a very intriguing player because you don't see someone with that kind of build. And he did all these things in high school. It's not like this is his first time doing this. He did all these type of things in high school, and he was a really good player, confident player, hard-nosed player. And what we're trying not to do is we're trying to get to a point where we could assess where we were with all the things, the passing game, the receivers, the running game, and all that kind of stuff. And when I just talked to him about the decision, I thought the direction we had to go, and was he good with it? And he was. He was excited about it. The players were excited about it on offense all week. There was a buzz surrounding it. He practiced really hard and ran hard in the game. And I think that was a terrific outing. Real pleased with it.
When did you first move in there?
Well, we after the I think it was the Sunday or Monday conversation that we had, we said, okay, we're going to go into Tuesday and see how it looks, and I just didn't think that, we can't put one toe in the water and kind of feel the thing. We better just go ahead and do this and commit to it. And so on Wednesday we went full speed with it. And so the offensive coaches did a terrific job, and he's a real sharp kid. And I think if we were moving a linebacker to running back or something like that, it might be a little bit different deal. But he really picked up on things very quickly, and he's a very serious-minded kid. He wants to do very well. So it was kind of one of those things where we were looking at it and thinking about what was the right way, should we ease him into it, and we just made the decision that let's go with this guy and give him his chance to do it. And I think he did a terrific job.
Can you talk about how important it is to have that presence of a running game, 198 yards rushing?
Yeah, I think that the reality of it is I've never been in a game where the ball was run this many times and the game took so long. It's kind of an unusual deal. Usually, if you run the ball this long, this many times, the game goes by pretty quickly. That wasn't the case, and I thought that our defense still was out there quite a bit today. And I think had we not been able to run the ball, it might have been the last brick on the load. And so I think the running game, we were able to possess the ball and do some things, get some first downs. I think that was very positive for us. I think that might have been the difference at the end, because obviously it was very difficult to stop.
It opened up the passing offense too.
I think it did somewhat. I thought we could have done better in some areas today. I think the turnover, the series of 3 bad plays to start the second half really put us into a bad mojo, a bad momentum to start the second half. We had a really couple bad blocks on the kickoff return. They're an excellent special teams unit. Talked about that all week. And then we go out and have a fumble, come right back. They throw a halfback pass over our head. Can't get started off any worse than that. But the fact that we could continue to just keep running the ball and keep plugging away and keep possession of the ball, and I thought there were some times where we stalled, but overall I'm very pleased.
Could you talk about the duo of Ian and Brandon Harrell today?
I thought Brandon Harrell did a really nice job. I thought Ian had a couple really nice plays as well. It was good for both of them to be able to be disruptive and get in the backfield. I think that this is a very challenging offense to deal with, and because one of its essence is that it really neutralizes the hard-charging defensive lineman, and it really just plays really a little bit of keep away from those guys. And what we didn't want to do was have those guys just standing at the line of scrimmage waiting, because this team, if they don't run the inside-outside veer, they're very good at just lining up and running traditional running plays, and they can really knock you back. They have so many different ways to hurt you with the running game, and so it was quite a bit of pressure on those guys. We didn't play it always perfectly. We had some negative plays. That was very good. We got in the backfield, but we clearly have some work to do, but I thought both of them did a nice job.